Greetings, people of the world! Matthew back with you here in Overall Autism for the continuation of Let's Play Final Fantasy XIV on Realm Reborn. It is Year 2, Day 65 for EDSS here in the Realm Reborn. And last time, Edie had the opportunity to compete in the first part of the Mythril Cup tournament. However, we found out that the tournament had been rigged by Ultros and his friend, who was known in Final Fantasy VI as Chupon, but is now known as Typhon. And they exposed the warrioress known as Avila and got her disqualified. But now, what happens next is that we actually have to fight Ultros and his friend Typhon here at Halatali in order to complete the Mythril Cup tournament. So, let's speak with our Meadow. Well, this tourney's turned into a right mess. With all the trouble I took preparing consolation prizes for the melee, it looks like we won't be needing them after all. Of course, as long as you were bringing the spectators and the profits, I could give a gnat's arse. Now, I know what you're thinking. 2 against 1 isn't fair, especially when one of the two is the size of a small house. So here's the deal. Why don't you bring along some of your friends for the battle? Let's say 7 of them. That should even the odds, aye? So yeah, this is another one of those 8-person trials that you have to do. So, what we're going to do is get the trial in question activated, known as the Dragon's Neck. Now, if you've seen one of my special promo videos, this should be familiar to you because this is a place that I went to promote the start of my Final Fantasy VI Let's Play. So, in that respect, this place should be familiar to you. For those of you who haven't seen this video, or who haven't seen my Final Fantasy VI Let's Play, I'll be able to show up what happens when we take on this challenge. So, be back in a moment, and we'll get the battle underway. And to go with our Final Fantasy VI opponents, we get something else. Combatants, the final confrontation will be held here atop the Dragon's Neck. The Final Fantasy VI boss music. Seafood soup is not on the menu today, kids! And so, here we go. A blast from the past in more ways than one. Alright, so here we go. Myself and 7 others will take on this particular challenge. So, the main objective here is to not fall off the edge of the platform. If you do, you get stunned for a few seconds, but you are allowed to return to battle. However, if everyone is all off on your party at the same time, the fight must be restarted, and Ultros and Typhoon get all their HP back. So, for the most part, if you are a DPS or a healer, your main focus is going to be on Ultros. The off-tank will deal with Typhon here. So yeah, basically the tanks are just giving an opportunity to explain the fight, but I can explain it to you better once we actually get into combat, because I want to actually get started. So here we go! Let's take on Ultros, because most of our focus will be on him. But always keep an eye out for the tricks that Typhoon will do, because he will be getting his hands dirty on us as well. Yeah, that sneeze is proven to be very effective, as has been shown throughout the time that this fight has been conducted. You saw someone getting blown there, and that's not what I meant with you people with disgusting minds. Yeah, our main focus is to stay in Ultros' face, because he's actually going to turn us into imps. The thing we have to do now is actually stay in his face, because that is supposed to happen. We have to get hit with a wet punch. Because we need to stack 10 of those in total on Ultros himself. Well, actually, we don't stack them on Ultros, we stack them on his friend. And yeah, it seems like one of our Dragoons is not doing his job. Mike Hawkload is definitely hawking a load here, because yeah, he's standing on the wrong side. He was standing alongside on the wrong side. But thankfully, he actually got his stack just in time. Because now you come here to Typhon, and if you got a cumulative total of 10 of the abilities, of the 10 web plates, stacks, then nothing happens, and Typhon's attack is negated. So, away we go again. Reminding ourselves to stay within close proximity of Ultros, but of course, avoiding AoE where needed. It's not easy when you're dealing with this really close proximity to where he is. It looks like Mike is staying a little too far again. But now, here's where Typhon gets really annoying. You can now see he's starting to do his breathing exercises on two different sides of the platform. You now have to make sure that you actually stay in close proximity to Ultros without getting blown off of the platform. Not an easy thing to do ever. And the last thing you want to have happen is have Ultros get separated from you. If that happens, you might as well be writing yourself off. But, thankfully you can still keep attacking Ultros while this is going on. Okay. So, over to Typhon here. We punch him. And attack Typhon. Attack Typhon. Why does my 3 plates not count? I was about to say, why does my 3 plates not count? Yeah, that was a weird glitch. And if that's what caused us to start over again, I would have been very infuriated. But yeah, they could just come with all sorts of tricks. Now, Ultros will not do his move again, where he imps everyone. Your main focus needs to be, well, not on this AoE, but you need to get yourself in such a position where once Typhon starts glowing like that, yeah, this time you cannot avoid his sneezes. You now have to keep pushing yourself as much as you can towards the middle, because Typhon will keep repeatedly snorting, and if everyone gets knocked off together, like I said, then you have to start all over again. Thankfully, we negated that problem. So I'm going to take a very bold move here and try and limit break Ultros. It was not as effective as I hoped, but we avoided the main danger. And that's what's really important. So at this point, other than possibly getting a blow from Typhon, there's not much else you need to worry about. You've gotten past the worst of the fight. If you've gotten this far, victory is more than likely yours. Oh. Well, I'm going to definitely suffer here. But as long as at least one of us is still standing on the platform, we can continue. And for some reason, Ultros got a heal. How the heck did Ultros get a heal? That was weird, and I have never seen that before. However, his stay is not going to be for much longer. He's out. Now it's down to Typhon. Yeah, you can funga all you want, Mr. Typhon, but we have defeated you, and victory is ours. He flies in the air. Ultros ends up getting steamed. I feel like such a sucker! And there it is. And Edie claims the Mythril Cup! Along with his friends! Yes! Victory is ours! Woohoo! And so, by virtue of that, not only do we get to offer player commendation, in addition to that, we also get to play for the Wind-Up Ultros minion. Hey, wouldn't you know I got it? Yes! Wow. Wouldn't you know it? I ended up getting the Ultros minions, so let's go ahead and use them. In fact, I'll bet I can even bring him out into the field right now so you can see exactly what he looks like. Oh, I guess I can't. I have to leave the battleground first. But yeah, that would be so cool to actually show him off now that I got it. I was not expecting that at all, but I'll take it. So, anyway, now we'll show it off. Here it is. So yeah, there's a little wind-up Ultros. Don't worry, he can't attack me, thankfully. Well, anyway, now that I've shown him off, yeah, you had your 15 seconds of fame. Off with you now. Alright, Bryden, we won. Kushoiti, your performance is on the frontal seats at the award ceremony. This should afford us the perfect vantage point to thwart the thief. Come, let us return to the Colosseum. Yeah, I think that is a good idea. So, I'll be back with you guys in a moment over at the Colosseum in Oda. And now that we've returned to Ul'dah, let's go ahead and speak with Dour Meadow to complete the Colosseum Conundrum Challenge. And see if we can't get our hands on that coveted trophy before the Phantom Thief takes it away. Now why are Briarden and Hildebrand standing behind me? Maybe for protection as bodyguards? It was a battle for the ages, but a worthy victor has risen to claim the spoils. And now let's take a look at the relic that our champion has won! Ultros, what are you doing back here? Oh, and he brought Typhon as well. Behold, from the personal vaults of Master Fergeist himself, the Warden's Grace, a timeless treasure the likes of which our realm has never seen. One that's earned the attention of Eorzea's most prominent pilferer. Ha ha ha! Why are you going to be so bold as to say that? That certainly looks like a quite impressive ring. It must be worth its weight in gold. Yeah. Above you! Ladies and gentlemen, inspectors and invertebrates, the opening act dragged on over long, but worry not, the main event is about to begin. Yeah, guess who it is? This guy. I know that you paid well here for your seats here today, but I can assure you that my performance will not leave you disappointed. Now I invite one and all to sit back and enjoy the show. Aren't we gonna stop him? Fireworks? To create a visual distraction while he steals the ring. That's what's coming across to me. Foul fiend, mark my words. You have stolen your lost treasure. I swear it on the Mandeville name. Oh! But to get to that, you have to go through him. And that as well. I think not, Hildegard. Yeah, I screw up your name too. Greg, 'tis always a pleasure to reunite with old friends, but your timing truly leaves something to be desired. Yeah, I know who you are. You obviously know who I am too. But haven't we forgotten something? Hildebrand, what are you doing? Quick steal! Edie, you bested me once, but not today. I shall have my revenge when I pierce your chest with my spear! Provided you can find it. Do you not mean your skewer? Cause, yeah, that's what you're holding. My spear! Well, at least they can do like gold truffles. Sure you want to fight me? Yeah, you knew this was gonna happen, didn't you there, Hildebrand? Foul thief, is there not a shred of honor in you? Return my weapon at once! Yeah, of course the thief is looking on with great interest. Oh ho, it seems we have an unexpected guest. I appreciate your enthusiasm, but I fear today's performance is my invitation only. And so, time for part 2. Yeah, you know what this is gonna do, right? Yeah, well, the tug of war goes on. Oh yeah, Typhon is going to be... Yeah. Now it's raining truffles, but the battle's already... Yeah, you know what this means, right? Mr. Typhon, just a moment, I'm sure I had a tissue here somewhere. And up goes the Warden's Grace into the sky. And why are we just standing here? To be impressed by Gilgamesh's appreciation of this move? Or to just see him get swept away, as Ultros does? And then, guess who gets the ring? A lash and a lock, the ring shell straight into the hunch of the fiend. Yeah, not impressed with this. I thought... Giving up so soon, are we? Those don't sound like the words of a Mandeville man. And I didn't use the right accent. Yeah, that's who you think it is. The guy in his underwear. Yeah, I used the wrong accent when I had the opportunity to read the text in full. Yeah, let me give you a hand. I'm back, I'll give you both hands. Yeah, hi, son. Yeah, anytime. You can throw me up into the air. But of course, brilliant, father. If the ring won't come to me, I shall go to the ring. Why, it'll be just like Dollywood. Yeah. Hildebrand Heliodor Maximilian Mandeville. Starboard as only a Mandeville can! Maybe too fast? Yeah, because otherwise you throw him so high that he zings right past it. Although you know not your own strength! Now apparently he doesn't. And thus the thief prevails yet again. I know, it sucks. But yeah, looks like we found our creepy guys in the Speedos again. And they get to see this encore. Yeah, Hildebrand, torn and tattered. And coming in for another one of his traditional crash landings. Even his Enkidu looks on. But yeah, he's gonna swan dive into the bricks. And take his usual ostrich pose. Yeah, what are you guys looking at? You and your creepy Speedos. It's as awkward as it looks, ladies and gentlemen. And sometime later... Alright, what did they just do? These legs, they look strangely familiar. Well, they should. It's because there's a head attached to them. Hey, Ellie. Hey, Nashu. Put a little too much spin on that one, it seems. Yeah, you think? Not exactly as planned, but who can argue with the results? Save for one thing. This ring is a fake. Oh, so he's just gonna give it back. Yeah, you can keep this one. But no matter, I have a feeling this will lead me to the true treasure. Until next time, friends, you have been a most attentive audience. Yeah, he's got the key to the vault. Yeah. Gods, seize the feat at once! Yeah, you better get a move on there, you big brody Rogadins. Snap your fingerings again. Yeah, he came with the bomb. And it's gonna come and give Godbird a hello. And swallow to mammoth proportions. Only to just rain confetti. Yeah, it's a fake bomb! Just like the ring was fake. But, yeah, he escaped. Nashu seems impressed, but I don't know why. He escaped. And he's gonna get his hands on the Warden's grace. It's too late, sir! The second prize, the Ring of Inquiry, is gone! Second prize? What is the meaning of this? Yeah, care to explain? Many faiths will know, the man spoke true. Our master goldsmith's eyes cannot be deceived. This sun sphere is clearly a second-rate replica. Like, preposterous! It's just the dim lighting. Yes, if you'll just step over here. You know, like, Dower Meadow. Yeah, now you're the one who gets the jeers. Have you taken ill, friend? You seem to be perspiring most heavily. Let's not be so hasty, friends. I can explain. Well, you better start explaining fast, cause, yeah, you're in trouble. Just like she was in trouble. But yeah, you're being taken away there, Dower Meadow. And as for Hildebrand, I wouldn't try and approach her. I sold out my honor. Joined forces with the hideous octopus. Or odious octopus, rather. All for a false treasure. What a fool I have been. Whatever was I thinking? Do not parade yourself, Shomishavla. Why, it was exactly as you said, when is it not? You are thinking of dear Hegelegana, and nothing more. I suppose I was at that... How do you know my sister's name? I assure you, young miss, under no circumstances did I tell you to the none of our minds to eavesdrop on your intimately personal dialogue with your beloved sister. Yeah, thanks for giving it all away. Yeah. As if your clothes weren't tattered enough, now your pride is too. You have the right of it. Blinded by the prospect of fortune and fame, I lost sight of myself and what I was truly fighting for. My honor and my sister's trust will not be easily regained, but I will not shirk from the challenge. Well, that's good to hear, at least. Yeah, it seems like you have a long way to go to redemption, Miss Avila. And the gold traverse is still lingering about. One mystery still remains. Before the thief had identified the ring as fake, he had already acquired the key to the storeroom. Clearly, the second prize, this ring of inquiry, was his target from the start. But why? There must be some pattern to the items the fiend has stolen. A pattern that betrays his true intentions. So what are we getting at? The Treaty Blade, Ozma's Virtue, the Ring of Inquiry, all relics with quite a history. Or to be more precise, relics from the era of the Palladians. So, put two and two together. Oh, if that is so, the answer is clear as day. The fiend means to found Eorzea's greatest museum of Palladian history, pushing up the prices and gouging honest men out of their hard-earned coin. Doubtless another one of his cards will appear on the scene to tell us just as much. Yeah, we haven't seen the calling card yet, but it's another dumbfounded theory. And it's making Najwa asleep again. Still waiting on the card. Don't look at me. Yeah, look, let's all look at him. Yep, card time again. Yeah, look up. Way up. Ah, calling card. Yeah, it comes down more slowly than before. In fact, this one's quite massive. Uh-oh. Golden truffle again. Yeah, let's take a look at this thing. Oh, yeah, don't blow it over. Oh, look out, Brian! Oh, sacre bleu, this is gonna hurt. Ow. Uh-oh. And with that's still going on. Yeah, card gets tilted back and sent back to Hildebrand. Stupid gold truffles. Yeah, don't look at me. Yeah, Typhon still lingers about the Colosseum. But yeah, can we read this thing now? Yeah, go ahead and have a gander. I've enjoyed our little game, but all good things must come to an end. I shall claim the 4 sacred treasures, and justice shall be served. So this is the thief's final challenge to us. But what are these 4 treasures of which he speaks? Well, we know they have a connection. It's been mentioned. Where the 4 treasures of Ladia become one, the wicked shall be judged in the blazing light of the sun. Ugh, doesn't sound good. Sounds like this thief has dirty deeds on his mind. An old legend, little more than a fairy tale at that. And yet it seems the Phantom believes there is some truth in these words. 4 sacred relics from Beledia. The Warden's justice. Lofty words coming from my glorified footpad. You really want to insult Godbert there? One who's winning over the common folk by the day, if rumors are to be believed. It would seem the tales of a master thief ruffling the feathers of the rich and famous have won the man more than a few admirers. Consider his targets thus far. A wealthy collector in Salt and Sworn, a trading mogul on the brass blades, and now a mining magnate and the stone torches. Is it any surprise that the sympathies of ordinary Uldans would lie with the perpetrator rather than his victims? Astutely observed, Miss Illy. Our quarry clearly harbors no small degree of resentment for wealth or authority. Might his next target be a member of the syndicate? Perhaps the Sultana herself? That's a scary thought, isn't it? Then it will be to his downfall. For the greater the challenge, the higher I rise. Just one moment if you would. Mark my words, ye of many faces. There is but one man who shall lay claim to the 4 lost relics of Beledia, and it shall be Hildebrand, Agent of Inquiry, Inspector Extraordinaire. Yeah, you keep believing that there, Hildebrand. Because you're not really convincing anyone. Yes, I'm sure that inspires us all with great confidence. And there goes our shadowy figure. Yeah. What's that? No, it couldn't be. Methinks Goldbutt may need a new pair of spectacles. Yeah. What are you doing there, Bryden? Why do you have Nashu and Hildebrand on their knees? It makes no sense, but in any event, this Hildebrand mystery has come to a close. We've completed 4, but there's still 1 more left. And so when we join Hildebrand for the finale... And now for our awkward pause with Nashu, in her poorly maintained outfit. The next key to the case is a mask. Have you ever worn a mask for so long that you forgot what you actually look like? I have. I think you're wearing it right now. And how did they freeze in midair like that? Talk about a mystery. Oh well, see you next time. Yeah, Enkidu. We'll see you next time too, I'm quite sure. And so, with that, the Colosseum Conundrum, and the 4th of the 5 Hildebrand Mysteries has come to a close. So, next time, we'll be getting back to doing what we do best. And so, that brings to an end everything that we wanted to do for patch 2.4. When I join you again next time, patch 2.5, the last patch of the Final Fantasy XIV: A Realm Reborn will begin. So with that, I'd like to thank everyone for watching the continuation of Let's Play Final Fantasy XIV: A Realm Reborn. And when I join you again, we will make our way back to Mordona to start taking on 2.5's first side dungeon. So until next time everyone, this is Matthew at Navora Autism, saying take care, and I'll see you soon.